Hello, 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 and welcome to another Q&A Thursday. And for the first time ever, I'm your host, Gabe Garcia. And to my left, we've got Sydney Gwynn.
Hello.
And behind us, we have Next Day Nate.
What camera do I look at?
Just look straight ahead. Just look straight ahead.
You can look straight ahead, Nate. So Nate's going to be behind the scenes washing the Tundra, or as we like to call it, the Fundra.
Yeah.
But
No,
before
it's just the Tundra.
just the Tundra?
Yeah.
Just
Nate's going to help us on this. So we're going to start this off with doing a little bit of housekeeping as the guys would typically do.
Yep.
And we've got a sale this week.
Yes.
Nate, what do we have on our sale?
It's up on the screen, Nate.
It's up on the screen, Nate, so we can cheat.
I just gave you a crash course.
So on our sale today, you guys, we have 50% off doorbusters using the code. I'm sorry, 50% off doorbusters.
No, Gabe.
No, up to
50%
Up
off.
to 50% off doorbusters.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
20% off Koshimi, Kosh Chemi, KCX, and 20% off Color Lock with code LOVE20.
Love 20.
Love 20.
And then 40% off Diamond Pro.
Diamond ProTech.
Okay.
So if you guys are in the mood for getting some coatings, getting some good deals, we have the Valentine's Day sale for you. So definitely check that out at theradcompany.com.
And then limited edition sticker.
There is a limited edition sticker that Nate made, actually.
Always
So-
the best stickers, right?
I think they're pretty dang awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked about the stickers and the swag.
Yeah.
And And the other thing for housekeeping that I wanted to address, that I don't know if the guys have addressed in previous Q&A Thursdays,
Yeah.
but Sydney, you're officially part of the Ride Company team.
I am, and it's so exciting. So obviously, for years, I've been like part of the team, right? But
Right.
yeah, now it's official.
She's officially
Yeah.
part of the team. Now, before the questions come flooding in
Right.
of,
Don't make me freak out.
Did Sydney leave
Yeah.
PNS? No,
No.
no, she's still part of PNS. So, no, just wanted to make that very clear so everyone knew Sydney is a part of the team.
Yes.
So we're stoked about that. And so we figured we'd carry out Q&A Thursday this week because we've got a lot happening. We've got Anthony, he went to Mobile Tech, and then last Saturday, Dane and Jimmy and Corey flew out there. I met up with him. They got to spend a lot of time over at Matt's place in Obsessed Garage. Oh, are you laughing at Nate
I'm
behind the
laughing
scenes?
at Nate.
Yeah, Nate's
Safety
behind
first.
the scenes. Yeah. So those guys are coming back from Florida as
Yes.
we speak. And so we are here to answer your questions. And in this week, we are mostly talking about wash methods.
Yeah. There's lots of them.
There's so many
There's
wash
so many.
methods.
Yeah.
There's protocols that people always talk about, what to do first, what not to do first. So what we're going to do is we are going to answer any questions or thoughts of what is the best wash process.
Yeah.
And that is a very kind of broad question. But yeah, so we're going to answer those. I'm going to run this and see if I can get this sending here. I'm playing Mr. Dane over here. And yeah. What you got, Nate?
I was just looking.
Okay. All right. Let's send it off.
He's going to make this wash take 2 hours. Nate's going to show us the 2-hour wash.
Huh? No.
Looks like our
This is just
queue
my
is
process.
not working.
I gotta get.
Oh, there we go.
I gotta get
There
into
we
the
go.
process.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're going to go back to the Rad Company TikTok. Good
Yes.
afternoon, TRC fam.
Good
so
afternoon.
This is something new that we are
Yeah.
trying. We do have TikTok. We do a lot of live streams on TikTok.
Yep.
Sid, Carson, and I have done a lot of TikTok lives. One thing that we're doing differently on this podcast is we are actually streaming not to just the Rad Company YouTube,
Yeah.
but we are also doing the Rad Company TikTok. So
yeah, and it's pretty cool because we're kind of merging the two audiences, right? Because it's definitely, we've seen through all the TikTok lives is that it's a different audience. So kind of bringing them into the other side, right?
Yeah. I know Anna Long, she has Longfield. She has been both on TikTok and on our YouTube presence. So it's been really awesome to kind of see her, and as well as seeing other audience members from the TikTok platform come over to this platform. So we're stoked to see you guys. Welcome.
Yes.
All right. We got Dan Pfeiffer in the house.
Hello, Dan.
Good afternoon and word up from Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang, and looking forward to a great Q&A.
So I'm guessing the weather must not be too bad in Minnesota. Right? Usually he tells us about the weather report.
Yeah, Dan, what is the weather like in Minnesota? I think the last time he gave us the weather report in Minnesota, it was pretty warm.
Yeah, I feel like the weather across the country is just unusual for whatever area. So if they don't get snow, they have snow. If they do usually get snow, like here, we don't have any snow.
We
so
had
I think it's like
snow on Monday.
Just Monday. And then it was, 48 degrees on Tuesday?
Yeah, and now it feels warm.
Yeah.
CJ, first question. Will washing with Target water in a Yeti bucket wearing Lululemons help make the vehicle cleaner or the soap slicker?
I don't think it's actually going to help either of those, but it is going to make you feel better. You, as the human. Yes.
I've never worn Lululemon.
Oh, you're missing out.
I need to try some, but
out.
I'm too cheap, as my colleagues would say.
But you know what? It's like I said, it comes down to price per wear. It's price per wear. You buy one pair of black joggers, you'd have them the rest of your life.
Really?
Yeah. No joke. You'd have them the rest of your life.
I know, but then I feel like I'd be cheating on my... Nate's back.
Full-leaded stuff.
It's okay to cheat on Old Navy.
No, it's more like Kirkland.
Oh, no.
Dino, hello, boys and girls. How are you all? We're doing great. Dino.
Great.
Fantastic that you're here, man. We've got...
Towel Gods. What's up, Hans?
What up, Hans? We got a little bit of AM detailing in the house.
Nice.
We've got Eli's detailing in the house. We've got our favorite, Anna Longfield.
Yes.
What's up, everybody?
Hi, Anna.
How are you doing, Anna? We got Dan Pfeiffer. A little bit of back and forth. Anna says SBG and Toyota Gabe.
There we go.
I do love my Toyotas.
Yep.
We've got New Jersey in the house.
Nice.
OC detailing. We've got...
Yes.
Oh
my
man, there we
goodness.
go.
Good friend of the show, Joey Belinsky.
Let's have some fun today. Good to see you, my friends, Gabe and Sydney.
Yes.
And Nate. He
And
really
Nate,
also means Nate. Don't worry, Nate.
I was saying hello.
Oh, okay. I like watching Joey's. I like watching the social medias and seeing Joey washing his VW.
Right. Yep.
It makes me smile that it's still running.
So great. I want to see Joey wash a big vehicle. You know, like a Tundra.
A Tundra.
Because he's got the he's got the VW and the Mini Cooper.
That's true. He has two small vehicles.
Yeah.
OC detailing. Sydney, why doesn't PNS promote Clean Maker?
Well, mainly because it was a specialty project at the time, and it's not something that PNS will permanently carry. So it was literally just a specialty project. It is no longer available, and so we wouldn't have anything to promote.
It is really good stuff.
You could still make it on your own, for sure.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all having an amazing day thus far. It has been an amazing day. I will say this week, so I was on the podcast last week with Dane, and oh my gosh, I got the worst cold I've had, and my wife got it even worse.
Yeah, I've heard that's going around.
Today is like the first day that I'm back, and I feel somewhat normal. My voice isn't 100%, but my energy level is starting to slowly come back, which
that's nice.
After you get, when you're sick, you take for granted your health.
Right, yeah, and I somehow dodged massive bullets. I traveled, I think, like 18 days last month, just last month in January, and somehow I avoided getting any kind of sickness. So I definitely felt like I dodged a bullet. I heard that a lot of people came home from MTE sick. I feel totally fine, except that it did take me a couple days to catch up on my sleep, for sure.
I bet you, and it sounds like the guys that are in Florida, both Anthony and Dane. I know Anthony, I think he's a little tired.
Get a little peopled out.
Chromatic Garage, can someone convert the timer into metric for me? How long will I be waiting? Very fair. Well, isn't it in metric? No, it's not. Metric time.
Oh, the timer before? Yeah.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
Yeah, probably the countdown of when the show starts.
Yeah. I don't know. But then Chromatic will change it, and none of these Yahoos will remember how to. They'll be like, what?
You know what I do in situations like that? I just ask Siri or Alexa. Or
ChatGPT now.
Either one.
Yeah. Adamos Garage, good afternoon. We're getting a lot of hellos starting off the Q&A, so I'm just going to fire them off. We've got Carl F. in the house. We've got Mr. Alex Dewar in the house. Dewar and Joey as our halftime leads for TRCMA coming up.
And I can't wait.
We've got DIY with Kane. Thank you for the positive vibes, DIY. We've got Tamara Chase. Tamara Chase is a friend of the Rag Company and a favorite of Lucas Blaine.
Oh, nice.
Of customer service.
Right.
Yep.
He is really good at customer service.
He really is.
He's like the best.
He helped me buy a sweatshirt one time, and I just really appreciated it.
He made it a nice, smooth transaction.
It really was. We got David Boyce, huge fan of the opening track. Thank you, David. Big shout out to our production team, both Glenn and Nick behind the scenes, who you don't see, but man, they are fantastic. Alex Dewar, the plants are back, baby. Yeah. So one thing we've decided is we like the sets where, and I don't know, you guys comment and we'll get to the comments, but we changed up the Q&A set where being in the podcast studio, we wanted actual detailing action to happen behind because we talk detailing questions. It's always nice to maybe be in the midst of it and answer some questions. But we're trying out these chairs for this set this week. Last week we were on bar stools, so you know, we're still playing around with things.
We're making it work.
Everything works. We got Adamos Garage. What a chill set. Yeah. That's cool.
Now, one observation I do have about the chairs is that in the bar stools, everyone was a little bit higher and it was a little bit harder to see what was going on behind us.
Yeah.
That I actually think it's a little bit better view. As much as you love the chairs, Gabe, I think it is a better view seeing what's going on in the background.
I think so. Yeah. It's just, I feel like I'm sitting in a waiting room at a doctor's office.
I know.
Hans, this sounds strange. Where is Mr. Hennon? I know.
He's on
Hans.
A plane.
He's on a plane. We're keeping his legacy going.
Yeah.
He will be back next week. So will Mr. Fisher. So don't you worry, Hans. I promise they will be back. And Nate is back there doing the cleaning. David Boyce, let me guess. Anthony and Dane got the flu.
Not so far, right?
I don't know. Yeah. I checked the group text message, and Anthony was like, hey, not feeling 100%. May not come in on Monday. So, I don't know.
Monday when it's Thursday.
I'll give you guys that much. So, we'll see where he's at. Carl F., the A-team in the house. Thank you, Carl. All right. Now I got to go view all. I'm still figuring out this iPad here. This is, I will say, Dane has quite the job in dealing with a lot of the questions.
Yeah. He understands all the pages, and it's crazy.
Yeah, he does. So I got to figure out where in the heck we were last. So while I'm working on that, we got Nate.
What are you using back there, Nate?
Yeah, Nate, what is going on today in your wash method?
Can you hear me?
Can
you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
What are you using, Nate?
Wow, man, I am just using a bunch of stuff. Is this camera? Am I looking at this camera?
Sure.
Yeah, that looks great.
Well, I figured Magic Wheel Cleaner is a good start, just because on account of that it's for sale now. with a coupon. But I do like Forced for the tires. That's a really good degreaser. And just to get up in that nastiness and use this long brush. It's handy because, these trucks are so big.
Jeff C., I have no idea what you're talking about. Things are never weird with Nate. Never.
All right. I added some in the queue, so let's fire these off. And again, guys, as you guys have questions, wash processes, let us know. Stealth GR4. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all having an amazing day thus far. Thanks, man.
We are.
Still getting through. Can someone convert? Okay, this is all old stuff. Hold on. Honestly, after dealing with this dang iPad, maybe I should. All right, I think I know where we're at now. I think I know where I'm at. This one's for you, Nate.
Tough being Dane.
I'm glad Nate is there to keep. Is there just to keep things a little weird.
Yeah.
He's calling you weird, Nate.
Yeah.
It was. I won't. Yeah. Let's see. I make my own clean so OC Detail makes her own clean maker. Loves it.
Love it.
What a vibe today.
What a vibe. Yeah. What a time to be alive, right, Joey?
Joey also says this.
Congratulations, Sydney. I knew it.
Oh, that you're a part of the TRC team? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's pretty dang awesome. Yeah. Sydney is kind of taking over Levi's old desk, but so is everyone else's crap.
So is everyone else, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring in some girly things. Like, what do they call it? Like, claim your territory. I'm gonna have to claim the territory.
Well, it was funny.
I gotta get rid of the Christmas balls.
Someone walked in and said, "Where does Sydney sit?" And I pointed over to the desk because there was a Starbucks sticker on there
from a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Well, anything coffee related, that is definitely Sydney.
There was a Starbucks bag that said Sydney.
Bill Pearson, hi Sydney, Gabe, and Nate. Great job last week, Gabe. Glad to see you back, and always great to see Sydney.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
And Nate. Always great to see
and Nate. Kevin said, knew it.
I knew it.
You're getting a lot of congrats.
We did
OCD
we just kept it. We kept it in suspense for.
Here's the deal, guys. I don't know why they didn't just say it on the podcast.
Couple months, y'all. Yeah.
Tamara Chase, congrats,
thanks,
Sydney.
Tamara.
Look at this. Josh McKay, congrats. And Animos Detail.
Nice. Thank you.
And you got CJ. Congrats. Could not have found a better representative.
Oh, thank you.
We feel the same. And just so you guys know, Sydney is going to be the co-host of TRCMA alongside Anthony and Dane.
It's going to be wild.
So Sydney and Anthony are going to be in the main sets, and Dane is going to be answering questions and moderating with this iPad throughout TRCMA. So it's going to be awesome. Jeff C.
Yes. Thanks, Nate. Jeff C says, that's awesome. Congrats. Still keeping the detail shop open? Yes, absolutely. So, because I had so much spare time. So yes, no, the detail shop is still staying open. But what's kind of cool now is, so I've been in business for 14 years, and we all know Delaney, my daughter, she details with me. And so what's kind of fun now is that she goes to college here in Boise. She goes to Boise State, and she mainly stayed in town so that she could still work and make money, because she full on does details by herself, and she's actually gotten into a little bit of doing paint correction and things. So she is kind of at a place now where I can leave and step away and let her take over some of the jobs. And so that's been kind of fun. And, even just yesterday, she let me know that she booked a couple appointments, and she said, well, I looked at your shop schedule and the shop was open, so I booked it. And I was like, cool, that's awesome. So definitely still keeping the detail shop open, still working, several days a week there. And, but mainly I just work 20 hours a day pretty much. So yeah, it's great.
I will say Sydney works. She's one of the hardest workers that I know. Delaney, her daughter, fantastic duo as far as what they do. A lot of the expertise and fun tips and tricks that I've learned along my detailing journey have come from Sydney.
Yeah.
So, both from just kind of that learning standpoint. We really are stoked to have Sydney in the lineup of detailers here at the Rag Company, because a lot of the stuff that we learn, I mean, it's educational. So going through the processes, and that's why I think in today's podcast of discussing and talking about wash methods, there's a lot of good input and ideas that Sydney has. So definitely, take advantage.
I'll be back here, but you guys can still reach me if you need me.
Okay.
We were worried
We'll
about
let you
that.
know, Nate, if we get stumped on a question, okay?
Okay, I mean, geez, you joked that I can make this wash last about 2 hours, but these tunnel washes do not get these wheels very clean.
Right. Yep.
All right. I think we got our first question
All right.
on today. So OC Detailing and New Jersey, how often do you all do a 2-bucket method? I've leaned away from it, moving to 1 bucket with multiple microfibers. I've got an answer really quick on this.
So I have an answer too. If we're talking 2-bucket wash, never. If we're talking 2-bucket wheels and wash, always. I mean, I always have a separate wheel bucket.
I hate
always.
2-bucket washes.
But the 2-bucket for the rinse and no, I don't do that. No.
I hate it because on the driveway, I hate having to deal with all these buckets.
Right.
And actually, I took an idea that Matt Mormon does on the wheel bucket is I put water just enough over the grit guard so I'm not dunking my whole hand.
Right.
Especially if I'm dealing with brake buster or magic wheel cleaner. I don't want to deal even with gloves, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Totally.
And as far as the 2-bucket method, the way I mitigate that is I call it a dwell wash, meaning I'll hit the car, let the soap dwell, and then do a fast kind of nitty-gritty rinse before hitting it a second time and beginning my contact wash.
Right. So all that dirt's not getting stuck in your wash media, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I think the 2-bucket wash, I think this could be reserved for things like perfect showroom, car or something like that, but I mean, generally speaking, we're dealing with like daily drivers or
dealership cars.
Yeah. I mean, you're just like, I get the love of going the extra mile, but honestly, it's like immeasurable, right? And so then it's not efficient. It's immeasurable efforts. And
use an all-purpose cleaner. Use Green Star. Use Forced. Pre-spray it. That's the other thing too.
Right. And honestly, from a chemical standpoint, most of these chemicals out here have some type of encapsulation or lubrication, or they're meant to be moved across the surface. Like the manufacturers know there's going to be dirt in there. And so, I mean, these chemicals now are so safe that, it just is a little bit silly to do the 2-bucket wash. And even, a lot of them are meant to rinse clear from the wash media. So when you're dunking your, wash mitt back in your bucket, the dirt's coming off. I mean, you're fine. It's fine. It's fine to use 1 bucket. Yeah, for sure.
I totally agree. So again, I would do a pre-spray. I would rinse, pre-spray, soap, rinse, soap. Yeah. I know it sounds like a lot, but realistically, it's not.
Right. If the car's that dirty, right? I mean, if it's not really that dirty, you can probably skip that first foam and just do the second foam. Yeah. But when we're talking really dirty cars, use a super high power and decon foam.
And what I'll do if I'm dealing with a car, let's say I have a car that's hammered, it's a daily driver, I will pre-spray with all-purpose cleaner, rinse it. Yeah. Foam it, contact wash, and then I'll either foam it again and I'll do a clay. Yeah. And I know that sometimes some people don't like that. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. It works for me. So, it's just dependent on what works best for you on that sense. Yep. So, yeah. Nate is in the background using a 1 bucket.
Rebel.
Carl F., what is your favorite wash method for outdoors during 32 to 40 degree weather?
I don't have one. I don't have one.
Carl, one thing that I like to... What do you say back there, Nate?
Like 140 degree water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hot. The hotter the better. You want to crack that windshield.
Yeah.
I do have a bucket warmer thanks to one of our fans who sent us some stuff, and I love it. I try not to wash when it's that cold, if I'm being honest. Yeah. especially around the 32 mark, if you foam
Yeah.
and spray and you wipe. I have ran into where you wipe and then it turns into ice. That's
no fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. So
That's no fun.
we don't, Carl, I would suggest get it in the garage and do a rinseless.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yep.
Bill Pearson, Sid, I have a question about boats for you. When you detail a boat, what is your favorite long-term protective heading to the protection heading to the lake tomorrow to prep for summer?
Wow. Burr. So I ceramic coat a lot of the boats that I work on, but I do have several that just come back for, like a yearly sealant. And so the one that I obviously use the Babes Reflect, which is, an SiO2 spray from the Babes line from PNS. But you can also use Defender is great on boats. I still love Beadmaker, and I'll still have my customers use Beadmaker and use it a couple times during the season. I think that anything that helps you get the most important thing is getting the water off the boat, so that's where things go wrong, is when people don't properly rinse and dry the boat when they pull them out of the lake. And so, I'm a big fan of Beadmaker for that. But then, a couple years ago, I started putting Defender on. I had one boat that I see every year. I've probably seen it for 4 or 5 years now. And so it would be a year coming up. So it would have been 2 Aprils ago, I put the Babes Reflect on it. And when it came back that year, it was totally different. Like, it was still there. It was great. The boat looked great. So I am a big fan of the SiO2 sprays on boats, which, there's plenty to choose from. That, they're all going to work. So I like a good layer of that. And then I usually send my customer with Beadmaker just to use as a drying aid when they wipe it down. That just kind of keeps anything you can do to keep the water off the surface is going to be so much better.
Right.
But both Beadmaker, Reflect, and Defender all have the UV protectant in it. So that's going to be great for that gel coat. But of course, ultimately, having them ceramic coated is really, really
key.
Nice. Yeah.
Probably build an arsenal of like your quick detailer kits, so that way when you pull it off the lake, you have something you can spray it with.
Right. And that's the biggest thing, is just getting it wiped down when you pull it out of the boat, out of the lake
immediately.
Yeah. Even like paint gloss is great. I think anything that you put on anything honestly is going to help. Yeah.
Jimbo Slice, what Carl said. So he's referring to if it's freezing. Again, I would probably stick with a rinseless wash if you had to.
Yeah.
Or just do a pre-spray outside. Oh, this is a good idea. Pre-spray with a all-purpose cleaner, pressure wash it, pull the vehicle in, and then do a rinseless. That way all of your thicker contamination, especially road grime and stuff like that, falls off on the driveway versus in your garage.
Yeah, if you're able to do that. In my case, I can't do that because my driveway is sloped. And so if I used any kind of water on my driveway, it's there forever, and it's a skating rink downhill. So I cannot put any water on my driveway at all for the entire winter. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hans, best wash process is let the queen do it.
Which we all know, I just do rinseless wash.
So that's one thing that differs between Sid. Sid loves doing the rinseless, and I love running my pressure washer.
Yeah. I don't, because I get worried that it's going to start on fire. I said that for you, Nate.
Steve Pearson, I'm here a little late. Congrats, Sid.
Thanks, Steve. I got to meet Steve at MTE last week.
Did you?
What a cool guy. Yeah, I did. That was great.
Tamara says in New Hampshire, it's 17 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Holy mackerel.
We haven't really had that too much here yet. Just like a little bit in the morning, but not really during the day. It usually gets up above 30.
Carl says it's cold and windy as heck in Minnesota.
Okay.
Jeff C says Minnesota is cold and windy. So yeah, same thing. So now we're getting our temperature.
Okay.
Updates. Neil White, hey TRC, greetings from 70-degree weather in February in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's crazy.
I wish it was 70. That's summer weather.
It was 70 degrees when we were in Orlando, but I was stuck inside the whole time. I never even got outside one time during the day and saw the sun, and no
felt-
vitamin D for me.
Anna works in construction.
Oh, yes.
So when she says it's
And
rain,
she's up in
sleeting,
the Seattle area, right? And so it's been really nasty up there.
I'm sorry, Anna.
Yeah.
That's
Really nasty.
Kudos to you and your team working outside. Iced Out Detailing. Oh, I had a few Fords this week. What do you guys use for the chrome grills?
So I usually would use like an iron remover, or crystal wash works really great. So depending on what the issue is it just dirty?
Yeah.
Does it have water spots? But generally speaking, obviously I usually pre-spray all of my vehicles with crystal wash, but if the chrome is really dirty, I will, and I'm talking like where you can see spots and things,
Yeah.
I'll usually do like an iron remover.
I'll do an iron remover just depending if there's a lot of pitting and stuff happening.
Yeah.
If there isn't, it's fairly new, I'll just hit it with forced.
Yeah. Yeah.
But crystal wash as well is a good pre-spray. And then you go back and obviously wash it. Adamos Garage, first time I've seen sun in a week.
Yeah, nice.
J Dubs, I don't know about Lifetime Sid. I wore holes straight through those Lululemon.
Underoos. Okay, well, we weren't talking about underoos, and that sounds a little bit more like a you issue.
Joey, what the heck are you doing, man?
Eat less beans.
Kind of reminds me of like a dog rubbing their butt on the carpet.
Yeah.
Joey,
yeah.
I'm not saying you're doing that, but
Yeah.
Eesh.
Okay, here's the deal though. Like real talk, I don't buy the underoos from Lulu because
I don't even know what the underoos are. I'm assuming underwear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't buy those. Now those things are overpriced. My husband Mike does buy the socks and he likes the socks, but I would not spend that much money on undergarments.
So Sid, I've got a confession. I'm wearing nothing but Costco.
Oh my goodness.
Like I have my Costco socks, I have my Costco pants, minus my Rad Company gear, of course, and my Brooks.
Okay.
Everything's Costco.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You know what, Nate? Alex Stewart says you are the real MVP.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told Alex and Joey they could drive the Mini Cooper for the week when they're here.
I think that they would love it.
Yeah. I
think
think
that they
Alex
would
is
love
going to
it.
have to do the driving though.
Yeah. Jeff
All right.
C. Sydney, what's the recommended dilution for frostbite if using it in an IK foamer? I've got a
foamer.
bottle. I haven't cracked open yet, but I want to test it on some heavy salt buildup.
So here's the thing with dilutions for me. I'm kind of just a glug person. So if I'm doing an IK foamer, so I'm assuming, and I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but if we're doing like the IK, what's it called? The 12?
Yeah.
The 9 was years ago, right?
Yeah.
We're on the 12. Okay. So if you're in the IK 12, I'm going to do about like 1.5 gallons of water and then maybe, I don't know, a couple ounces of frostbite. I mean, I just kind of
Like an Ugga Dugga.
2 glugs.
You know that
Two
Sid is the
Ugga Dugga?
right fit for
Yeah.
the Rad Company team when she's measuring in Ugga Duggas.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say that's probably the crux of our team.
Yeah.
Is when people ask, how much did you put in there? And like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I wait till it goes. Yeah, I mean it goes. Yeah, like 2 in a toy.
yeah, exactly, Nate.
Yeah,
You want to see it, yellow, purple, whatever.
I
You don't
will
wanna see
say that I
water.
do not mix it as heavy in the IK as I would in a foam cannon because it's going to be harder to push a thicker, So, yeah, two glugs, which is probably 3 to 4 ounces.
Oh no, Steve Pearson. I'm sorry, Steve.
Nate.
So Nate, me, and Anthony are good on the whole VW things. You and I, though, I'm hearing what I think are digs at VW. Steve, I know. So Anthony said that you guys met. I believe you guys met at MTE,
Yep.
and he said that things were good. In fact, I was watching the live when he ran into you. And here's the deal: I love VWs when I don't ever have to work on them. The issue that I have is I've known that they're not always reliable.
So I had a
He's
GTI.
basically saying that I'm throwing digs at VWs right
Yeah.
now. I kind of am.
I had a GTI. Do you remember my red one? Did you ever know me when I had that red? Well, I had a 2016 red GTI, so I had it till about 2018. The paint fell off the front.
Well,
The paint fell off the front. I think they're so cute and they're so fun, but I probably would not ever buy another one. But they're so cool.
and here's the deal.
They are cool, but yeah, the paint fell.
Steve, I had a 1990 Volkswagen Vanagon, and it was the Synchro, so it was the all-wheel drive, and it was awesome. The thing though that I would have kept it if it hadn't had so many issues. And you know, it's a 1990, it's an old vehicle, but I have Toyotas that are older than that and no issues. I don't know. I think they're cool.
It's a wild card, and I don't want to date myself, but you know what was a cool car was the VW Scirocco. Those were cool.
Oh my gosh.
Did I just date myself?
No.
Those
Okay,
were cool.
we're going to move on to the next question.
Those are really cool. But have you seen the new electric van? The new electric bus?
Those do look pretty sweet.
They look pretty cool. I think my sister-in-law's getting one. Oh my goodness, my watch is talking.
Your watch is talking. So Alex Stewart, after a really mild winter so far, the past few days have been colder than a household freezer. Raising temps are en route.
Yeah, not good.
All right. So you guys have sent a lot of comments. I'm going to try to play catch up. I got to see where we're at.
Nate, you're doing a great job.
Hey, thanks.
Really proud of you.
I just wanted to, well, I don't know. You keep going. I got really nothing to add here.
Okay.
So what I'm doing now,
The white's really popping through.
I'm going
Well,
to
I'll
pop
tell you
that
what.
one up while we're waiting.
I was doing around the badge with force and a brush.
Gabe, not Nate.
Derp
Nate's like, how did I
Gabe.
get brought into this?
I see in his previous comment. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Steve. Derp Gabe.
So watch
But now I
this.
read your comment like Derp Gabe. I don't know.
Oh, Nate's going to show us something fancy
Sorry,
back there.
Nate, show us. Show and tell.
Oh,
Here,
goodness.
zoom
He's
in
gonna,
here.
Wow.
Zoom in here, chat.
We can't zoom.
I don't think that camera zooms.
The
Oh,
cameras
it
are
doesn't zoom?
stationary. Just explain what you're doing.
Well, you can really tell how dirty it is when I clean up around the badge and it says, you know, Tundra. It looks all the same. But man, I'll tell you what. Just look at this. Look at the difference.
Yeah,
Now,
is it
this
working?
Now this is 4 easy payments of $5.99,
Okay.
and you too can have this result. Look at
Well,
that.
we do see
Instantly
yeah,
better.
we do see the white box. Now that you mention it, we can see the white box around the Tundra.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's pretty bad.
And if I keep going, because this has got a crazy working time. Look at that. iForce Max right there. Boom.
Nice. He's been working on his what's that QVC voice? He's been
I love having
working on
Nate in the
his
background.
QVC personality.
If you guys want more Nate
great.
in the background, just comment. Let us know. Carlos Perez, I use BeadMaker, but which would be the best towel to use for applicating and buffing after application?
So for me, there's only one. It's the FTW. Yeah, the FTW. Just don't even use any other towels. Just remember FTW.
FTW.
Yep.
It's a great one. Gabe and Anthony are good on the whole VW thing. Motorcycles are cool. You and I, though, I'm hearing what I think are digs
Right.
at VW.
Yeah. So he just corrected himself.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
We love them. We
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
DIY with Kane. I normally rinse with water after a BH touchless pre-wash, then spray the car with Rinseless for a contact wash. Would it make sense to just rinse the pre-wash with Rinseless solution, skip the water rinse?
Let's see. So does a BH touchless pre-wash and then sprays the car with a Rinseless. So
Oh, I see
for
what
a
it says.
contact wash. So you do the contact with the Rinseless on the surface, but no rinse in between. Would it make sense to just rinse the pre-wash with the Rinseless solution and skip the water rinse?
Yeah, I would rinse with I would do the Rinseless, and then I would go into
Rinseless solution.
your actual contact wash.
Yeah, if you did the Rinseless and that's when you did your contact, you should be able to go straight to the drying process. You shouldn't have to do a water rinse.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see. I was finishing up work. Congrats, SBG. Excited for the content that will be made.
Thank you. I know we've already recorded quite a bit and I'm excited. There's one I'm particularly excited for it to come out. I'm super, super excited about it.
Neil is surprised we're not sitting in Viper chairs. Our butts would get tired after a while.
Yeah.
My favorite cab
Yeah.
1.5 cabs are the best. Oh, she's referring to Nate's truck.
Okay. You know what? I think I know what she's talking about, and I would have to say these are my favorite. I tell everybody my favorite trucks to detail are the ones with the suicide doors.
Oh,
where it's
yeah,
like the
yeah,
half
yeah.
cab, and so you open, because then you just have like a blank, like a whole blank surface. And anytime somebody says, "Oh, I have an old Tacoma with the suicide doors," I'm like, bring it on. Those are my favorite trucks to
Fun
to
fact
clean.
though, Sid,
I love it.
the
Yeah.
Tacomas did not have the
Yeah.
suicide
I
doors.
love no B pillar.
Yeah, it's the Chevys. You're talking
Great.
like the old Chevy 1500s.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the Tacomas they had them for a long
Tundras.
time. No, but Tacomas, like old Tacomas, all did that. No, they did. I clean them all the time, Gabe.
What about the Tacomas?
I clean
No.
them all the time.
First gen Tundras.
No, but I've done Tacomas that do that.
So Nate,
I swear.
Let's do that?
no.
Oh.
So Sid and I are going back and forth here.
No, but I clean them all the time.
Sid is saying that the old Tacomas had the suicide doors, and I'm saying it was the first gen Tundras.
No, I do them all the time.
Old Tacomas did not have the suicide doors.
They do. I'm going to throw up pictures later. I have a white one that I see all
Nick,
the time.
Jamie, pull that up.
Nick, if you can you find
I
us a
do 'em
picture
all the time.
in fact, do a first gen, do a 94 like my truck. It does not have suicide doors. It's the first gen
not
Tundra.
that old.
Well, even the first gen
Not
Tacomas.
like Sirocco old.
Right. Oh my gosh. I do them all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, in your dreams.
As you can tell, you guys, we have a really good time here. All right, moving on to the next question. Sydney, I picked up the P&S Carpet Cleaning Trio.
Nice.
Looking forward to using it this weekend.
Man,
it
it's
is
so
fantastic.
great. So great. You'll never go back to anything else for
What
cleaning
products
carpet.
is Nate using? Nate is using GSF. Are you using GSF or GFX?
Oh boy, let me tell you. Well, I haven't done anything yet, so you're just in time because I'm just about to start.
What products are you using? You're using Coach products, though, right?
I'm using a Koch limited edition Gentle Snow Foam Xmas, and boy, does it smell good. It smells like Christmas.
You know, if you really want a true salesman, I'm telling you, Nate is the guy.
No, I'm not as good as Anthony, but
He
good.
has watched his sales programs, that's for sure.
Yeah. Steve, feel like I haven't sent any VW stuff lately. You should send some VW stuff our way. Alpha Tango, hello, fellow humans, and happy to see you. Happy to see you too. Hey, buddy, Anthony and I haven't swashed any beef, but I'm happy for you too. Well, I haven't swashed any beef yet.
That's
what
funny.
Joey doesn't know is what happens behind the scenes. He'll find out.
That's funny.
We need a Nate flute.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Is he just now starting his wash?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you just now starting your wash?
Yeah.
yeah.
He is.
Again, I think I got the ratio off. I didn't put enough in.
It's okay.
I've got one here.
You can't tell on camera, anyways. It's fine.
No White asks, Sydney,
I'm just gonna run it
Nate,
through the tunnel after this, anyways.
what are your go-to shoes for detailing? Yeah. Neil didn't even ask me. It's okay.
The ones that I've got on, Shields,
Look,
$100
now we've got
bucks.
the overhead.
Oh, I thought those were Vessies.
No, I don't know. These are like a golf cross trainer shoe. What am I looking here?
He didn't even know there was a
What are
camera
your
up there.
go-to shoes?
So let's see. Gosh, what do I detail in? You know, quite honestly, I'm probably like the most anti-correct shoe. So I actually detail a lot in Birkenstocks. I detail a lot in Uggs right now. And during the summer, I'll wear, what are those, Chacos? But my favorite shoes to wear that I don't necessarily detail in is the Nike 270s. So at all my detailing events and all of my trainings and all of that, I wear 270s. But
Yeah.
when I'm detailing at home, honestly, I'm usually like Nike socks and Birkenstocks. It's like my favorite.
Nike socks and Birkenstocks?
Yeah. I don't go out in public in that, but man, I really rock it when I'm detailing.
Let's see. We got some questions. We're playing catch up.
Yes. Thank you everyone for spelling my name right. Good observation. Good observation. They struggle here at the right company. me?
No, we don't. I don't. No, we're good. We're good. So I think you answered that question.
Yeah.
Home
So
shop's still
I mean, a
going.
little bit less, but not really. And yeah, not really.
Back wall over here.
I was gonna say that when I saw that high angle camera, but you'll figure it out.
So what's this about? What did I miss? Sydney, please make Dane stop procrastinating on having Heather from Auto Care HQ on for an interview. Dane is being a baked potato. What's
Ooh.
this about?
David, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
David,
that's a new one.
Give us a little bit more insight of what's going on.
Yeah, what are we missing? Oh, okay.
I know. Okay, so Nick just chirped in our ear. He said that David wants us to do a podcast with Heather, but we haven't shot a podcast in 6 months.
Yeah.
So Dane
Right.
needs to pick up the pace, essentially.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, David, we will make sure we get on his butt. I really enjoyed the style chat. I cannot wait till it warms up so my liquidator can see some action.
Yeah.
Proud Canadian.
That poor little guy.
Oh, man. And then JB comments, I want to work a day in Sydney's shop with Dewar and Delaney.
Heck yes.
Hashtag bucket list. You
Heck
can do
yes.
that, Joey.
Yep, you're going to do it.
We can make that happen. Travis Albridge, can reflect glass cleaner be used, touch, or often?
Yeah, so I think he's probably... Oh, I think he's probably saying too much. Too much or on touchscreens? What's he starting to say? Let's just answer all of it.
How about
Reflect can be used on touchscreens. It can not be used too much. You probably couldn't use it too often. I think it's great. It's really a really great product. And what I think is cool about this product, and we got to talk to a lot of people at MTE about this, is it's kind of one of those products that like I knew I loved and I knew I loved using it, but we weren't really sure how like the industry would respond to it. But it's been crazy. So many people came by the booth and they were like, I love Reflect so much. And we were handing it out at MTE. And a lot of those guys, you know, I've heard from since. I think Steve was one of them, how much they love it. And it's a really, really great product. It's really great. I have some for you out in my car.
I can honestly say I haven't tried it enough.
Yeah.
When it dropped, they brought samples.
Right.
It came around the same time, but then there was a
Probably
lot
Anthony
of things.
kept them for himself. My
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
and it was also in the time of SEMA. And
Yeah.
what I think what people don't understand is we get so many products that we have to test.
Right.
Like right now, I think I have 2 lines of products, 2 full chemical lines of products to try, along with.
Oh, that's my worst part about Toyotas.
I don't know why it keeps doing
The key's in your pocket.
It's in the truck, actually.
Oh, well, that's the problem. Yeah, no, so you can use it as much as you want.
Jeez,
It's
what
not,
happened to the good
you
old
can't
days
use it
of
too
suicide
often.
door Tacomas?
You guys, I'm going to show you pictures.
I'm telling you,
Dead
Sid, it's-
serious.
Suicide doors on a Tacoma
No.
is not a thing.
It is.
It is not a thing.
I
is.
don't think it's a thing.
It's not. On the
It is.
Tundra. Not the T100. The T100, I believe, was not suicide doors. It was the first gen Tundra.
No, I have pictures. I'm going to show you. They're
well,
little
to
tiny.
be fair, the
They're
first
little
gen Tundra
tiny.
were like the size of a Tacoma.
That's,
No, these
yeah.
were not Tundras.
Oh, Sid, I
They're
don't know.
not.
This is going to be a debate we're going to continue on. DIY with Cade. It should be noted, Griot's does giveaways during their live chats. Just thinking out loud here. Here you go, DIY. I'm going to give you a little bit of DIY with Kane. I'm going to give you a little insight of what's going to take place. If you tune in for TRCMA 2025, March 31st through April 4th, you are going to be given an opportunity to win any giveaway that's better than Griot's or anything. I can honestly say that. Some of the giveaway prizes, a Viper chair.
Nice.
I
I did.
know.
I think I heard about. Did something drop today? I got a couple text messages saying, "Did you see the new Viper chair?" I haven't
did.
seen it yet, but I heard about it.
Viper's
Yeah.
bringing in their game. We got Flex and Ego. We got a lot of our chemical brands wanting to do a lot of giveaways with coatings. So even though we're not doing them in this live, however,
We do them on TikTok.
We do them
Yeah,
on
we do do
TikTok.
'em on
So DIY with Kane, if you want to go check out our TikTok lives, I think we're going to be doing one tomorrow.
That was such a great effect, Nate.
That was really cool.
That was awesome.
To answer your question, though, we will be doing some TikTok, or we will be doing some stuff happening.
Oh, look at that. Extreme detailing. It's about time you announced this, TRC. Congratulations, Sydney.
It wasn't me. I was never on camera. It was mostly Dane and Anthony who were just talking about favorite movies and what they ate last night. First TikTok comment, Jeffrey H. Nice. We love the Rad Company.
We do too.
We do too, Jeffrey H. It's funny, Jeffrey H.
Yeah.
Owner of the company is Jeffrey H. as well.
But I'm just going to take a wild guess and guess that Jeffrey H., the one we know, is not on TikTok.
I highly doubt it. I
don't know.
I mean, I would be surprised. Ron, hello, Ron. We've got 2 of 2 DCH. I've migrated to a single bucket on the wife's daily. I appreciate the ease and haven't noticed an
appreciable.
Yeah, sorry.
Degradation.
I am looking, honestly. So I didn't want to make this obvious in the live. I need glasses.
Oh, that's okay.
I've been struggling.
That's okay.
As you guys know, I do have a lazy eye, and part of. Okay, let's not all laugh. Let's not all laugh too freaking hard.
I'm laughing because you say, as you know. I don't think most people know.
I think they do know.
No, I feel like just the people on TikTok.
We were on TikTok, and some guy asked, "What are you looking at?" Wow. Anyhow, I promise I can read. It's just I'm having trouble seeing. That is where I'm at.
Look at his eyes. They're crazy. Gosh.
Well, I agree with you, 20F2 DCH. You're not going to notice any appreciable degradation. It's, just do the single bucket.
You're not. Okay, Nate. Alex Dewar, cold weather wash experts here. Step 1, spray and pay. 2, pull in home garage. 3, screaming hot rinse water in a bucket. 4, chill music in the headphones. And 5, top with favorite LSP.
I wonder who he's paying in step 1.
Well, he's probably taking it literally to a pay and spray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you
put the
paying,
coin
Alex?
in, Sid, and you spray.
Got it. Okay.
Where's my thing?
OC detail for cold weather, just above freezing on salty cars. All foam, dwell, pressure wash, rinse. Then I'll pull it into the garage, turn in on the heat, and do a rinseless wash.
Sounds just like Dewar. That's awesome.
I like that.
I've lost
it. Uh-oh.
Ron, Sydney, when you do a boat, do you just above the water line or the entire hull? I see what you're saying.
I see what you're saying. So generally speaking, and I'm not going to lie here, I'm no expert on boats. I do several a year, but I only work on boats that are like brand new and very well cared for. So I do go down below the water line. I basically do whatever I can reach. And usually I'll use, something that helps me reach down there, but I don't do it perfectly. I will say that. And because honestly, boats that get done at my house, they're not done with a pressure washer. Right. My pressure washer doesn't reach out there. And so I'm doing mostly everything rinseless. I do use my IK to kind of pre-spray and things like that. And so I definitely don't focus on the whole hull. But I do go below the water line. So basically I just do what I can reach. But like I said, most of mine are freshwater. We don't have saltwater here. So most of my boats are freshwater. I've taught all of my customers to dry and wipe and clean their boat when they pull it out. And so honestly, I'm not working on that dirty of boats. Like I have to be honest about that.
Her customers are pretty awesome. They're not... Her customers in general take care of their stuff.
Yeah, and especially the boats. I won't do bad boats. I did a sailboat once that had whatever that smelly stuff is all over it. Never again.
Yeah.
If I have to break out acid on a boat, you're probably going to get fired.
You actually broke out acid on a boat just recently. It was a couple of months ago.
That
you
was
lost your
pretty
voice.
cool, though. Oh, right.
No, it was not pretty cool. You couldn't talk, remember?
No, it was cool because the water spots came off so easy. But the problem was...
You sounded like a chain smoker afterwards,
right,
though.
for weeks. But the problem was what was that? Because I used acid in my shop and then on the boat.
It was like 2 in a row.
It was 2 in a row. Yeah. And I think it was the car. And I don't remember what it was.
Wasn't it the wheels?
No, I did a whole car.
Your truck is talking to you.
Yeah, but it... Yeah, then I did spray acid out on the boat. But it worked really good.
Sorry.
Steve Pearson, I have no shame in single bucket for a car that isn't super dirty. Separate bucket wash with wheels.
For sure.
Honestly, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to lug around 2 buckets. And
Because then it would really be 3, right? Because you have to have a wheel bucket.
well, and one might
Oh,
say
my
that's
thing just
lazy,
fell out of my ear.
but I disagree. I don't think it's lazy at all, especially if your wash process is just fine.
fell out.
Oh, your earpiece fell out.
Okay. This is going to be awkward for a minute because
That's
these
okay.
things don't stay in my ears. I have like the
Brock,
weirdest ears.
do you change your drying towels out several times when doing a rinseless or just multiple microfibers getting used?
So I do my rinseless with the USS sponge.
Yeah.
And then I just use 1 drying towel per car. Very rarely do I use 2. Really, the only time I do 2 is I'll dry with 1, like a normal size one, and then I'll go blow all the cracks. And if my towel was a little bit too wet, then I grab one of the smaller ones. What are those, like 16 by 16 or something? I'll grab out one of the little baby liquidators and kind of like go back and touch up with just so that it's dry.
Yeah.
But I don't do rinseless with towels. I use the USS.
I know that Ammo NYC, that is a thing, using like an Eagle Edges 500 or something of that sort.
Yeah,
for
I've seen that a lot.
A
I couldn't do it.
contact wash or a rinseless wash,
Yeah.
and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
And that method, I would probably use multiple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But honestly, Brock, if you haven't tried the USS,
Yeah.
give that a try. Check it out on the Rad
Yeah.
Company.
Yeah.
Okay. Bill, we do all the wipe downs on the using ONR. Then when we get back to the garage, we wipe down with the Babes or
Perfect.
Bean Maker.
Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
for the boat.
Yeah. So when he pulls it out, he uses ONR and then gets back to the garage and wipes it down with Babes or Bead Maker. That's perfect. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, and then he was mentioning maybe doing some sort of coating.
Yeah. So I like coating boats. I think it just makes the whole, washing and wipe down so much easier. And then it also gives you like true UV protection, which that's the biggest challenge with gel coat is it fades in sun.
Yeah.
And so I'm a big fan of coating boats. They're not going to last as long as a vehicle. So keep that in mind that the coating, if you're using like a 5-year coating, it's only probably going to last 2 or 3 years, depending on how the boat is taken care of. But, I'm a big fan of it, and I have not personally done it yet, but I've heard several people report using Stout on boats, and they really like that. So Legend was always Legend was always great. I never had struggles with Legend on boats, but I can see where Stout is so much more durable. I think it's really going to be a winner.
I'm trying to think what we used on Jeff's boat. I don't think.
Didn't you use like the G-Tech
We use the Marine. Yeah, G-Technic has a Marine. And that stuff worked out great. His boat looked perfect when he brought it back in.
Yeah.
But like Sid said, I mean, it's good to just double check everything year over year. But the benefit is you're water spotting, less chances of that with the coating.
Yeah. One thing I will say, Bill, though, is don't use a short time coating.
No.
So don't use Sol. Don't use any of those like 1 to 2 year coatings because they're going to last
Legend
3
or
months.
Stout.
Yeah. You got to use a strong one.
Yeah.
The other thing is that the shorter term coatings tend to be more susceptible to water spots. I know Sol is. And so where we already struggle with boats on water spots, don't add to that because it actually is not great for water spots. And so you don't want to mix it with water every day on purpose.
All right, we got a new one. Steve Pearson, I have a sloped driveway, ice rink too, with a 100-degree pressure washer hose. I can pull the car into the grass and pre-spray them rinse, then pull into the garage for rinseless.
That's nice. That's awesome.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. And I think about people that have like, gravel spots right next to their driveway. That'd be great. I just don't have that. Yeah. 66 and drizzly.
What does Joey say? This is back to the Lululemon conversation.
If Sydney says Lululemon has an overpriced item, that's how you know she's unbiased. Yeah.
And then Gabe, if you have Costco underwear, then we have something in common.
There you go.
Steve, I did have Costco underwear, and maybe this is TMI, but I do the what is it? What's the lumberjack guy on the commercial? Nate. Duluth.
Oh my God, Duluth Trading Company?
I am a Duluth.
Do we even have one of those?
No, but you can order them online.
Oh,
just
well,
like you can order Rad Company products online.
Here's a public service announcement, though. don't ever buy the most expensive underwear because they really should have like a life expectancy, and it shouldn't be more than like a couple months. I'm sorry.
A couple of months?
Yes. A couple.
Just
Wait,
No,
Sid, you're
like-
talking lifespan of underwear is a couple of months.
Yes.
well, I don't think that's right.
You guys.
Yeah.
No. You can't wear that same underwear for like years. You can't.
I'm going like 2 days between.
No,
new
we're not
pairs.
talking between washes. I'm talking like
Oh,
No,
sorry.
she's talking the lifespan,
The
in which the
lifespan,
time in which
yeah.
you purchase it,
Yeah.
for the
Forget I
time
s-
in which you throw it away.
Okay,
no, you
forget
gotta
I said that.
you gotta throw it away.
What? 2 months?
I use my
no,
leftover
I mean maybe
as like
4
chamois.
or 5 or 6, but no more than 6 months. You got to get some new skivvies. No,
Okay.
no, that is an area that you need freshies every now and then. So budget
Well,
it.
I don't think that's right.
Every year on your birthday
Okay.
or Christmas. Come
Okay, okay.
That's
Well,
at least a year.
I'm gonna stick with at least 3 times a year.
on. I look forward to Nate Dogg starting his own clothing line, Idaho slides, potato sack jeans, etc. Keep killing it, Nate Dogg. That's
is
from
that?
David Boyce.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anna Longfield. I moved into management. I'm an assistant project manager. I'm outside a lot, but less than when I was working with tools. I've been buying lots of coffee and hot hands for the crew. Gotta stay warm.
You know what you should try, Anna? I think these are the greatest things. So on Amazon, they have things called rechargeable hand warmers. They're so great. They last like the entire day, and they have 3 heat settings. And literally just having them in your pockets and being able to reach in and put
Yeah.
your hand. I mean, they're so great because, you know, I'm a big football fan, so we use them for football. They're they're like $17 for a pair, and they're literally like 10 times the effectiveness of hot hands.
Well,
They're
and
so
I
good.
like the fact that Anna's
So good.
doing that because it shows that she really cares about everyone who works on her team.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just like Sydney cares about how
Yeah.
often we are changing our underwear, which is
I
not
do
often
care.
enough.
I do care. And right, we're gonna work on that. I'm gonna be like, did everybody buy new underwear this week?
Yeah. The week before TRCMA,
Yeah.
Sid's gonna come in
Yes,
with new underwear
jeez.
with everyone. DIY.
Right.
Yep, wardrobes by Costco.
That's what's going in the baskets. It's
Oh
going in
my
the baskets.
gosh. Oh
At
my
Victoria's
gosh.
Secret, they're like 5 for $25.
I hear Jaguars have never been reliable. No, you got to buy
Probably.
Jaguars and what was it? The Defenders, the Land Rovers.
Yeah.
What's the saying? You got to buy 2, drive 1 while the other one's in the shop.
I say it's a commitment. It's a commitment. Anything that you're gonna have to put effort into, it's a commitment.
The Tornado Reggie ties were notorious for
Yes,
paint failure.
and that's what I had, and all the paint fell off the front.
I'm excited when we get into
Yeah.
this underwear talk later on down the comment line because as we're
Oh,
getting these
no.
comments, we're a little
Oh,
behind. Came to this channel to watch
Look
a
it. It's Robin Sweet.
nice Robin.
Hi, Robin.
We're gonna finish out with this comment because it is halftime.
It's halftime.
So here's my suggestion, you guys. I think that you guys should grab a nice beverage, hang out. We're gonna talk a little bit more TRCMA talk at the end of the halftime show. We're gonna go a little bit more in depth of what's gonna take place. We might even give you some previews that you guys are gonna want to hear. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay. All right. We're going to start off this half kind of settling this argument here.
I was right.
Well, she was partially right. So my definition of old, when we're talking old Toyotas, I'm talking like early 90s on back. Now, the first generation Tacoma, which is the pickup.
Oh boy,
well,
here we
no,
go.
technically it's not the pickup. The first generation of Tacoma was in 95. Now, the second generation, which I still think is not old, but Sid thinks it's old, which is 2005 on.
That is old. I have a 2004 Mini Cooper. It is old.
My daily driver is a 2005 Land Cruiser.
That's a you issue.
It doesn't
a
even
what?
have
It's a
Apple
2000
Play.
I think you need to pull your mic closer.
Oh, right. How come I can't hear that?
Okay.
So,
So
in case anybody didn't hear me, I was right.
she was right. I got to give it to her. Yes, I probably lose credit on that. I was not thinking of the newer Toyotas. I was thinking of the
Right.
old classic Toyotas.
No, I said not your old.
But my
That's
old is
good.
a 94.
This fell
I
out my
think
ear
what
again.
I'm gonna do
But
is
right,
I
but I
broke
meant
some marks.
right. But still,
Like,
they
I've
made
had this
them.
for a
They're the
long
ones I
time.
clean. They're my favorite truck to
Let me see if I
clean,
can-
and they're old. 20
Get
years
that
old
out.
for any vehicle is old.
or at least clean it up.
Okay.
It's old. I don't know
And
how
then
to
I've
put this
got
thing back
stuff
in my
over
ear.
on this side too.
Well,
I don't know how
shoot.
this happened.
Sid was right. But
Hey, Eric.
I think a 2005 is fairly new.
It's not though, because I own a 2004 Mini Cooper and it's old.
Oh, man. The wholesome one who shall not be nameless. Hey, TRC family. I hope you all have been well. I haven't been able to make the lives for a few weeks. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hello.
Hi.
Who are we calling him today?
I just stick with his name, the one who shall remain nameless. I can't think of the
They-
fly on
they
the
give
fly
him a
like
name,
that.
though.
I know.
We'll call him Nate. We'll call him Nate's friend.
Yes.
Nate's friend.
Nate's biggest fan.
Nate's biggest fan commented.
Well, I told my wife to start watching, so maybe it's my wife.
Hans VW mode. The
Oh.
old school van looks like effing not great.
Bleep.
Hate that van. I love the VW T1s. Wow, Hans coming out flying with punches
Yeah.
on the VW sector.
upset about that.
Steve, I picked up a gallon of Crystal Wash. Any tips before I put it on the car this weekend?
No real tips. You just want to make sure that the car's dry, so you don't put it on after you rinse it. You put it on while it's dry, and then don't spray it on the windshield. And that's pretty much it. And don't talk on the phone while you're spraying it because you'll cough like crazy. But I have a theory that that's why I never get sick, because I use Crystal Wash. I'm sure that Dave would absolutely disagree with me, but I'm just going to go
That's
with
really
it.
bad,
I
Sid.
know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
VW.
The VW Scirocco's were fast, nimble, and sexy as heck. They only made them in a manual. I wish I had one instead of my stupid Fiat Brava back in 1979. Unreliable, electrical-plagued Italian cars. The Scirocco's were very cool. And I'm going to tell you I'm not going to date myself. Never mind.
No, you should do that.
No, it's not. I
'Cause
was
you-
going to say anybody in high school that drove a Scirocco got all the girls. I was
Nice.
probably in elementary school. I just thought it sounded
Nate, you're
cool.
getting some love. Nate should have a GoPro for close-ups. Lol.
I should be like that guy that watches the trains that
Who-
has like the 360 degree right above my face and it points down.
Oh, I think that'd be great, Nate.
Hans, we're not going to say that out loud. We don't want him to get any.
we don't
want
we're not
that to go
gonna-
to his head.
Next question.
What did he say?
Nothing. We're going to Sheepstar, who thinks that the hybrid wash is the best compromise between touchless, deep cleaning, and fast contact cleaning.
You know,
Contact cleaning.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I still just like my rinseless wash, but we did it last week on a TikTok live. We did the foam rinse, and then we finished with a rinseless wash, and I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either. It was
Yeah.
actually, it was nice.
Yeah.
I just want to show how well this towel works.
Nate is wanting to show. Look at that.
Wow.
You can
Look.
go. You can
You,
go.
you need to do it on the windshield, Nate, because to be
You
honest,
can't
white
see on
is
the
very
white.
white.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, it worked really well. Here, I'll do it again.
Do it on the windshield, Nate.
Okay.
So Nate is using the 1500
It's a little
drying
damp,
towel.
which makes it better.
And
Good
for
job,
anybody
Nate.
concerned, those rails are meant for some heavy lifting, meaning Nate. So nobody needs to get upset that he's standing on his side rails.
What rails? Oh, my door.
I don't know. I stood on a rail one time
And people got mad.
yeah. They were like, "You're
Well.
standing on." I'm like, "You guys, these are meant for like rock crawling."
Oh, I was standing on my door sills.
You're fine. You're fine. Julian, awesome content.
Look at that.
SBG
Anybody
from Tucson.
see that?
That looks
did.
beautiful, Nate.
All right. Well, I guess
We're very
I'll just
proud of you.
Go do my own thing, I guess.
Stephen Nowak, I'm in New England and lots of snow. Is Crystal Wash good to neutralize road salt before pre-foaming?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's my favorite salt situation to get salt off.
Carlos Perez, I live in sunny South Florida and want to get into Rinseless. Would Rinseless potentially help with water spots if doing panel by panel? I feel it would be easier to do panel by panel rather than foam.
So it's going to help prevent them. It's not going to help treat them. So if you already have them on your car, it's not going to take them off. But for sure, because you live in where it's sunny, basically Rinseless wash cannot water spot. If it dries on the surface, it has what they call like polymer spots. And once you re-wet it, it's going to come right off. So definitely a good choice to do in the sun for sure.
Yeah. DS, Gabe just lost all of his Toyota cred. My Tacoma has those doors.
Thank
well,
you,
that's because you have a
DS.
newer
No,
Tacoma.
Anybody?
DS, I'll give you that, though. I did mess up. I should have. Yes, Nate.
So this is a 21 Tundra, and I'm getting like some clear coat failure on my
Uh-oh.
headlight.
You are?
Yeah, I was thinking about taking it in for warranty. Anybody else have that issue?
I cannot say that I do because my Toyotas are all old and have glass
I was going to say they probably
headlight.
have glass headlights.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right. Well, I have warranty.
I'll see if we get a comment about it in here,
So
though,
Nate,
Nate.
I see it all the time on all the Toyotas that come through my shop. I see it all the time, unfortunately.
God,
A lot
it
of times
sucks.
it's from the sun, yeah.
Anna,
Look at
I think
Anna
these are-
coming in strong for the
Anna, Anna, I love you. It's not first gen, it's the second gen. First gen was 95 to 2004? Yeah, 2004. They had the double cab. They introduced the double cab in the post 2001. But yes, 2005 was when they changed the body style and they had the suicide doors. Yes. All right. Yes, my friend, best friend has gone in dark green. Okay.
Yep, they're my favorite trucks to detail.
Last gen tacos with express cab had suicide doors. My X Runner did.
Yes.
Ooh, an X Runner is pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
Joey, what did Joey say? I would love to wash a truck with Nate.
We can make that happen.
Joey, you
It
guys
might
can wash
take a
my
while
truck.
though. It might take a while.
Yeah, he
Nate is
could
on
reach the
fire.
roof.
He literally is going to make this wash take 2 hours.
Hans says you're on fire. Maybe because you're washing a lot. You're hot.
Okay. Thanks, Hans.
Julian Martinez, 28 Tacoma with suicide doors. Okay,
I'm
this is
telling
where
you.
everyone's coming in. I know all the newer
I'm telling you.
Tacomas.
Yep, they all
The
have
new
them. Yep.
Tacomas have them too.
Yep.
Chloe
Amen.
bonus. I'm going to get a new Tacoma. Yeah, you get a new Tacoma, Anna.
You get a new Tacoma. You get a new Tacoma.
Love deck boats. I guess I'm alone. I love my Fords, especially my Focus. I like that Tamara Chase. Fords are not terrible.
I think it's one of those things where you're raised a certain way, right? Like my dad was, like you drink Coke, you don't drink Pepsi. We drive Chevys, we don't drive Fords. But I will say as a detailer, I still am pretty darn loyal to Chevy, but Ford makes a nice product.
The thing is,
They make a nice product. I mean,
Chevy
I
runs
would
deep.
much rather clean a Ford truck and like the Ford F-250, like awesome truck, awesome truck. The Chevy's not nice, not a good. Whoever's designing the Chevys should be fired. Ford puts out a nice product. I still don't think at this point in my life that I could own one, but I wouldn't be surprised. I did see that they're coming out with a like a Shelby Explorer.
oh, are they?
Yeah, I might have to buy one of those, but I don't know that I could own a Ford. But they are very cool, very cool. Even the Focus. I have a Focus that comes in several times a year, and I
I even have
truly
to
enjoy
admit,
cleaning it.
I like Anthony's Raptor.
Yeah,
I'm not a Ford guy.
Right?
I
yeah,
like Toyotas,
they
but
do a nice job.
they do a good job.
Yeah, they do. As hard as that is for me to say.
So it looks like Anna has worked on some Fords. No thanks. I do have Ford Focus hatch backs in older trucks and OG Broncos, but newer Fords are recall havens.
Yeah, I'm not into the new Broncos, but
I will say
the
that
Focus hatchbacks are. I mean, they're great. I have a couple that I detail.
Tamara Chase, mine is a 2008, so she's got Tamara Chase and. Yeah, and then we've got a little bit of, I believe, Ford overall blue, never had issues. Yeah. Good. And look who we were seeing for the first time in this podcast, Juice Free. What's up, gang? I'm going to try to hustle. Steve, I cleaned the tabletop glass in my hotel with Reflect. Very slick. I was able to effortlessly slide the bottle across the dresser. Very nice to use.
It is a nice experience.
Or was that him saying that?
That was him. I was reading his
We
comment.
were reading his
Okay.
comment. That's what we do on this show, Nate.
I thought that was a new thing that Gabe said. What's up, gang?
All right. Tamara Chase, a Teal Viper
It's
chair
teal?
drops tomorrow.
No.
Torque is the
Oh
name
my
they're calling
Gosh,
it.
no wonder I got so many texts today.
It's Alex.
Well,
He
if
knew.
the Viper people would ever take my phone call, maybe we could make something happen.
Oh, man.
Say that out loud.
Hans is very worried about you. He says, careful, Nate. Don't do a Luke
Don't do a
Berge.
Luke Berge. Right.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, definitely don't do it because you're on the clock.
What happened?
He fell out the back of his truck when he was trying to be fancy.
He hurt
Broke his
himself.
leg.
Oh, no.
Where is Luke Berge? Does he ever show up anymore?
$5 from DMX 100. We finally
Nice.
get some
Yeah.
competent hosts. Hi,
Great.
Gabe and Sid. Oh, thank you.
So do I get it? Do I get in on the Cracker Barrel like dinners now?
You do.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that.
Okay, I'm starting to see some
I couldn't hear it.
I'm starting to see some TikTok comments coming in.
Okay,
we
cool.
have
Nice.
Crystal Clear Mobile
Sent
from
one rose.
TikTok
Nice.
sent one rose. Thank you, Crystal.
Nice.
Crystal is one of our regulars in the
Cool.
lives.
Nice.
OC Detail, my little 22-pound Jack Russell. What?
Is dachshund, like a wiener dog. It's a dachshund.
Dachshund. What did you say? Dachshund?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's how you, but it's a Dotson. So it's a Jack Russell Dotson mix. So wiener dog, little wiry thing.
Oh, he's sleeping to our voices.
He's sleeping to our voices.
Yeah,
we are
until we
making him sleep. And
Yeah,
nap.
I bet you. So these
Yeah.
comments are behind. So I bet you he woke up
Right.
during the underwear talk.
Probably.
How many other people do you think we're putting to sleep?
I don't know, Nate. When doing Rinseless with Absolute on a non-hammered car, and even with a pre-spray and rinse, I'm still getting dirty water beads left on the car after contact washing. What's wrong?
That's okay.
Well, I was going to ask you, is it hot? Like, what's your environment like? Are you in direct sunlight?
No, I think he's saying so the bead, he can see the water bead on the surface and it has dirt inside the bead. Totally
That's
fine.
great.
That means it's doing its job.
It's encapsulating.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll happen. You're good.
Another TikTok question from Crystal Clear Mobile. Love your wash clay sill videos. I use that every winter on my maintenance clients in
Awesome.
New Hampshire.
Love it.
Sid, you're kind of a big
So
deal.
Dill, like a pickle dill. Yeah.
I will say I really like that trick with the applicator on glass.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Isn't it great? Mm-hmm. Takes the stress out of it. A couple of months, are you mad? Joey, come on. Guys.
All right, here we go. Here's one. My underwear can vote.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
18 years?
No.
That's fantastic.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. No.
Sydney's money is different.
No, it's called maintenance. Don't you guys have don't you have a maintenance budget?
She got the rip and rags
yeah.
of underwear. Tear them and toss.
Heck yes.
Maintenance
Heck yes.
wash on the
you
underwear.
guys just don't know it. Victoria's Secret started that program years ago.
10 years. 10 years.
You guys. No. Oh.
I see. I knew I wasn't crazy.
No.
Okay, Ron.
Oh my gosh.
We got another TikTok. Crystal Clear Mobile
With a
sent
lightning
one
bolt.
lightning bolt. I gotta understand that.
I think that means they agree with me on the underwear.
I don't think so.
No, I do.
Steve, anyone in the chat get hit with ice today? Looks like we have more snow incoming.
No, but I think we're I think they downgraded it. We were supposed to get 4 inches of snow tomorrow, but now I think it's like 1.
Tomorrow?
And wet. Yeah.
Oh, why
Okay.
am I washing?
Well,
Yeah. No. My gosh.
DIY ceramic fabric coating for your underwear.
No. And I'm not even going to explain why.
Rags to riches, baby.
Yeah.
First socks, then underwear. Soon it's going to be pants.
No, I
Rags
keep
to
my pants
riches get
forever.
poop out.
I keep my pants for a long time. I keep my
Mm-hmm.
t-shirts for a long time. But the thing is my underwear. I don't. Yeah.
It's nice getting a nice fresh pack of socks. I just did that, like last year. It's nice to just purge your old socks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Kind of get squishy when you put them on.
For sure.
It's nice.
I feel you on this, Anna. I thought about this after I told you that. I personally have the rechargeable hand warmers. The crew just loses or forgets them, so I buy the disposable ones. I also have the quarterback hand warmer thing. Perfect. Yeah, no, if you're having to buy them for other people, they'll just lose them.
Maybe a Milwaukee jacket.
I did buy Keith some, but yeah.
David Boyce, we're here in Southwest Michigan, had a weather advisory for freezing rain snow mixture, which led to school closings and travel warnings on Interstate 94. Wow, David. My wife's family is from Michigan, Rochester Hills, Michigan. So I feel you there, David. We get the weather report quite a lot. And the guys are at work hard and heard the undies talk. I learned stuff about them that I didn't need to know.
Yeah.
At least everyone laughed. Oldest pair is 10.
But at least it's 10. So whoever had the vote ones, like, you gotta start over.
Crystal Clear Mobile sent another lightning bolt.
Nice.
Here's the deal. I don't think
Yours are not 10 years old,
They're
right?
not
no,
10.
there's no way.
Are you
Come on.
worried?
No, I would be. I mean, I wouldn't want to know. I mean, no, because that would mean, how old are you? I mean, you haven't had the same underwear since you were like 20.
Jeez, Sid, no.
Oh.
No, we're talking like I got a new, if it makes everyone happy, I got a new pack of Duluth underwear for Christmas this year.
Oh, good. Did you throw the old ones away?
I did actually.
Okay, good.
I did actually.
Okay, good. I'll talk to you in June. Remind you that it's time.
Gosh. Kinetic Cooling and Heating shared the live video.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, man. From TikTok. And then we got another TikTok. Kinetic Cooling. It's a double. It's a duplicate. That's from Carson. Carson, don't send us duplicates. Hello, guys. We're rushing to see if we can get on to page 3 here.
Wow.
Todd Hill. Coming up with when doing a rinseless with Absolute on a non-hammered car. Didn't we answer this question?
We did.
Okay. I need to figure out where we are then.
Yep.
We've got a lot of underwear talk.
Oh, good. Love it.
I promise I'm not that crazy, Sid. You can't say that. This is a family.
You can only say that over on TikTok, Nate.
Yeah,
You
Nate.
can't say that here. Well, right, but
Okay, here we go. Joey.
no, we already got that one.
We already got that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
here we are. Here we are. I found out where we are. We're dabbling between two different pages of comments, so it's messing me up here.
Right.
My 2005 Acura is 20 years old.
Yeah.
I get it, David. I guess I
Yeah.
need to get a check on what is old. I have a 2005 Land Cruiser, and to me, that's like new. Toyota. Yeah. Anna says Toyotas in my era, the 80s. Those are some of the best.
Yeah, totally.
Joey Belinsky graduated in 2005.
Oh, shoot.
Fun fact, everybody.
Exactly. Well, I won't even tell you what I was doing in 2005, but I graduated a long time before
80s
that.
is very old.
Ouch.
What's up, Chip? What did I do? Did I
No,
skip
I was just thinking it's for somebody from the 80s is very old, but I was
Yeah.
born before the 80s.
Everyone is now sharing how old. First from Puerto Rico.
Wow, nice. Okay.
85. Hans, poor Gabe. That's going to sting for a few days. Sleep
Yeah.
well tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Toyota.
I know. I screwed
Right?
up on that. I'm looking at the old ones, the classics, the
man,
nice ones.
no.
Not that the new ones are not nice. Nate should do more during Q&As. Really love that guy.
Thank you, whoever you are.
That's Hans.
Hans.
Oh,
Hans
okay.
is a big fan of you.
I
Yeah.
can't really, see it.
You can't read either?
I'm
Okay.
just taking y'all's advice.
Okay.
Yes. Keith Duplessis coming in with thanks for washing my Ford truck the other day from TRC and SBG.
Yeah, that thing
Keith
was
knows how I
freaking
feel
hammered.
about Fords because he kind of got the lowdown from Delaney when he met her.
Yeah. Juice Free, I saw some L's made a dope apron. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So Juice has been
I
wanting
know.
an apron for a long time.
I know.
There was one. Yeah, I did see one at Mobile Tech. Wasn't there a guy kind of looked like a shirt thing that you put on and you could put a bunch
I
of
don't
detailing
know.
products?
And I actually do have a PNS apron, but it is from like the 80s. But I do have one. I just don't wear it. But it even has like the plastic liner and everything. It's pretty crazy.
What?
Little Rascal's voice.
I mean, it's not bugging me. If it's too loud,
The
Nick will
unfortunate
chirp
part
in
is
our
we
ear.
won't see the comments that it was too loud
Yeah.
until the show's over.
Nathan, I'm getting streaks with Reflect. Could it be my towels?
Yes.
Wash your towels.
Yeah,
if
you
you haven't
shouldn't be
done
able
so.
to get. Yeah, you shouldn't get streaks. Yeah.
I will be 58 in December, so this is the first from Puerto Rico, and Ivan on next and Yvonne on next January. So you are older than both of us. Tamara Chase, cool. I didn't mind being old. Haha. I think we are now caught up. We're back to page 1.
Nice.
Okay. Han says we need more of this trio for Q&As. Thank you, Hans.
Thanks.
Really, really appreciate being here with you guys. I said this last week. Not often that I'm in front of the camera, and I love it. I'm being more on camera.
Sounds
more
like
so.
you're doing it.
Good job. I mean, what is that? What is this?
So, any suggestions to reach behind the truck bed covers that are as tall as the truck roof, between the rear glass and the covers that, like, so when they have a cab on
Camper
them.
shell?
So, like, to get in, like, the back window of the cab and then the back window
Oh,
of the truck.
boy.
How do you get in there? So, I'll tell you what I do. Swiffer. Because, the original Swiffer, because
Yeah.
they're so thin.
Yeah.
So I wrap a microfiber around them, and they have those little punchy holes.
Yeah.
So I put a microfiber. Now, it's not going to be great, but I dunk the microfiber in Absolute, and then I go back there, scrub the windows. You're never going to be able to get it perfect, but it does a pretty good job. So I literally use one, like the cheap original Swiffer, because it's the only thing that's going to fold flat and get thin enough to go in between there. And then I switch out the towel with a dry one and try to dry it as best as I can. But honestly, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. I mean, you can shoot your pressure washer through there too, but it's never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be perfect.
Just get the reach as much as you can.
Yeah.
Hello, good folks from HM Auto Detailing. How's it going? We got M Fresh. Hey, I finally made it to the live.
Nice.
Hello, Sydni Gabe.
Hello.
M Fresh.
Love it.
We got a lot of back and forth conversation between HM, first from Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, I like this one. Josh, Duluth underwear, and I thought Dane and Anthony got off topic.
I know, right?
Josh, I promised. Yeah.
So you literally seek those out, huh?
What?
The Duluth underwear.
They're so comfy. The commercial
Huh.
really got me. The
Wow.
marketing team there really knows how to speak my language.
I'd never heard of that.
I forgot my age. I forgot to say my age because I'm walking on a copier. I was born in 95. I'm turning 30 this summer.
Wow.
Young.
Good for you.
We got M Fresh. Good news, Sid. If Viper won't do a turquoise chair for you, we can certainly talk about doing a custom color for you. My boy Kat does all of our powder coating.
Nice.
That would be awesome.
That
M
would
Fresh.
be awesome. My whole dream in life is to have a teal detailing chair.
That might happen because a lot of Viper chairs are coming our way for TRCMA.
Nice.
And
Nice.
everyone who's watching, again, TRCMA is March 31st through April
Yeah.
4th. It is nonstop live streaming Monday through Thursday.
It's going to be so good.
All of
It's
our
gonna be so
brands are
good.
going to be here.
Yeah.
And a lot of our brands are putting up big items for giveaways. And we're going to do a giveaway at the halftime show each day. Alex and Joey are going to be the ones presenting the giveaway prizes. So it's
So cool.
You're going to want to not miss it. You want to make sure you're watching TRCMA. Not to mention, there's a lot of brand new product drops, including from PNS.
Yeah.
So
I know what they are. It's going to be pretty fun.
It's going to be pretty insane. Nate's even going to be there. He's making the stickers.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Sure.
And he's making all the logos. Man, we're talking a lot about cars right here in the track. Can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. 2005. Can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
I remember 2005 so well because I had a baby that year. And
She
I was
did.
pregnant the whole year.
Someone
and it was
commented
horrible.
on one of our lives that you were the hottest mom.
Yeah.
On
staff.
And staff, yeah.
You
And
have to
and
add on staff.
the boys looked at each other all confused,
Yeah.
and you walked up and you said, "I'm the only mom."
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Facts. Hashtag facts. Yes, Hans, I did just turn 34.
Someone,
I'm 34.
Right. We're the same age,
yeah.
Nate.
Congrats, Nate.
Really makes you think, huh?
Yeah.
I stopped detailing.
Especially a problem if I had a kid 20 years ago, but you know.
I just want to say that PNS tree sap remover is awesome. Works so smoothly.
It is. It's really great. It's just something we never talk about, but I love it. It's like one of my favorites.
So I would
good.
say that this is a TikTok comment, but this looks like it's directly from Carson Black. Gabe's like 65. Every time he moves, his back hurts. That's Fisher, Carson. That's not me.
Well, you had that 1 week.
Yeah,
A couple weeks back.
The
You had that 1
situation
week.
is
Yeah.
when I was coaching and teaching, I would have my yearly back throw out. That's where it started, and I have a yearly kind of back throw out session, and then I'm good.
I don't know.
David Boyce, for all the detail, made their detailer's apron and wore an MT. It had pockets. So that's what, that's
Okay.
what I saw on
All
one of the live
detail.
feeds.
Okay, that's funny. That's nice.
All right. We got a new question. Analog field. Which polisher is the best in the shop production standpoint? 15 mil DA or 21 DA? Looking for purchasing a Mark V 15.
So a production from a production, like a production shop or from shop production. So I'm a 15 person myself. That's just me. Maybe it's the female thing in me. I don't like a 21. I think they're just too much for me.
21
I
is
like a 15.
excessive unless you're dealing with like a panel van.
Right. Yeah. Like sprinter vans or boats or
You're not
RVs.
gonna use it.
Yeah. Because really like the finer work you can't do with a 21.
Right.
And so then it comes down to like that efficiency thing where, I do still grab out my 3-inch polisher, but you're going to be doing a lot more with a 3-inch polisher if you're using a 21. So I stick to a 15
Yeah.
for sure. Superado.
Better late than never.
Yep.
Juice. I'm going to send you guys some Soap V2. Be prepared to be blown away. Juice, I'm ready for it.
I will mention it's hard to blow us away though.
It is. But I believe in Juice. Ricardo B. I also use Duluth, are extremely comfortable. I know. You could literally,
Do they make ladies underwear?
I don't know.
Oh. Well.
I don't know. Maybe Nate will know. Do you know if Duluth does women's underwear?
Only like women lumberjacks.
Okay. So not my
Joy
style.
Belinsky.
This
Maybe.
is hilarious.
I bring an entire Viper chair shaped suitcase with me to grab whatever I can.
That's hilarious.
Joey, we'll take you shopping, homie.
That's great. But anything
HM Auto
teal I get
Detailer.
first.
Stickers, you mean decals?
Yeah.
He's referring to the comment that I made by saying that you're the sticker guy, Nate.
Well, yeah. I don't make them. I don't make the sausage, but
He designs
He's an
it.
Artist.
He is an
Yeah.
artiste. So
Artiste,
a lot of
yeah.
what you see on the Rag Company website, the listings and stuff like that, that is Nate. He is fantastic at what he does.
Yep.
thanks.
We've got Ricky. I'm buying new underwear today. Learned a lot from this podcast.
Yes.
Out with
Ricky.
the old.
Ricky, you'll
Oh my
never
gosh.
look back. You'll never look back.
Well, and today's podcast theme, you guys, just as a reminder, if you want to send us
It was
questions.
supposed to be about wash method, but
wash methods.
we
What are your favorite wash methods? Wheels first, wheels last, that type of stuff. But I'm glad, Ricky, that you took something away from this podcast.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes. It's important.
Nate needs to send me all the PDF files of all the stickers that have been published.
Yeah. It is Hans, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Hans? I'll tell you what. He has a secret drawer. That's
I
all I'm
want
gonna
a
say.
TRC sticker wall.
He has a secret drawer.
I turned all my stickers into magnets.
That's such a great idea. The other thing I've seen somebody do that is actually like the coolest idea is they took like a like coffee table.
Yeah.
And then they laid all the stickers, but then they put a piece of glass over the top. So they didn't use the stickers, but they were all on display.
That's kind of cool.
That was such a great idea.
That is a really
because
good idea.
I redid my shop this summer and I lost all my TRC stickers because I took everything off the walls, but they were stuck there.
Is
You
that
should
why you rated
magnetize
my
them.
cabinet?
So you can
Yeah.
buy a magnet paper.
Right.
And you literally
Yeah,
just peel
just-
it,
yeah.
put the sticker on there, cut it, and then boom, you're good to go.
Yeah, I need to do that. But like I said, I rated Nate's drawer.
Todd Hill, do you have to wash glass first before applying Reflect, or can you Reflect clean too?
Well, you should always wash the exterior of the car first before you use Reflect, just so that there's not like true dirt. But on the interior, you don't necessarily have to use a glass cleaner. The only time I would grab out a glass cleaner is if there's like dog nose prints, food, like actually dirty windows. I would clean first with like a True View or a glass cleaner
Right.
and then do Reflect. But if they're just generally dirty, you can totally use Reflect as a glass cleaner.
Yeah, even with just
Yeah.
a smudge, maybe.
Yeah. But on the outside, definitely wash the car first, for sure.
JB says, Nate, the sausage artist.
Yes.
Tony Boy, is there a difference in brand like buying a chemical? Is there a difference in brand? Like, can you
Does he mean like
elaborate, Tony Boy?
Does he mean like an APC? Does it matter which brand you buy? I would say yes. I mean, there's so many good ones,
There are a lot of good
but
ones.
there's some bad ones too. So I would say that it does matter brand.
I
But
think-
but any brand that TRC carries has passed the test, right? So
One of the biggest things are when you look at chemicals and you talk about washing, right? I can honestly say that in any of my wash processes, whether I'm doing a wireless wash, a decon wash, or just your basic everyday wash, I'm brand agnostic. I use a lot of different chemicals from a lot of different brands. And the reason why is everyone's got their opinions on how one product works and interacts versus others. And I find the heavy hitters of each brand.
Yeah.
And I like to kind of intermingle one or the other. And it's just one of those things that I always talk about process,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You figure out a process that works best for you. And then there you integrate the products that work best for that process to make it the most efficient,
Sure.
especially when detailing for money, because you
Yeah.
want to be as efficient as you possibly can.
Right.
So
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is that obviously I work for PNS, so the majority of my chemicals are PNS, but I absolutely have other brands in my shop because if there's certain processes or materials, certain cars, I have a lot of stuff from other brands because at that point, that's me working for money, trying to be efficient,
Right.
giving my customer the best product.
Right.
And so I absolutely, there's certain things that I will use from other brands that just either help me be more efficient or there's also things that PNS doesn't make.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. I think that you just have to find what works for you. But
and the brands that
Yeah.
we carry, like you said,
Yeah.
here at the Rad Company, a
Right.
lot of the brands,
Yeah.
they do go through a lot of rigorous testing. Those of us who are IDA certified here, we test them. We have an onboarding process.
Right.
And it has to meet a certain criteria for us to bring products on. Otherwise, we're not going to bring them on.
Right.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Joey, Will's first is traditional washing. Will's last is rinseless washing. If rinseless washing.
I always do wheels first, but that's
I
me.
always do Will's first. That's just me, but I don't.
I do just because if I've done the rinseless wash first, the car's dry.
Right.
And when I rinse the fender wells and stuff, I get all the water. So I always do wheels first.
Yeah, I don't like getting
Yeah.
water
Yeah.
at all or risking it too.
Yeah.
We got a TikTok comment, 217 mobile detailing. Q&A's on TikTok now? Nice. Heck yeah, man. And along. Thoughts about detail guard's bucket wall system. So it's interesting. Detail Guards was at SEMA. We went and checked out their booth. I don't know about the guards, Anna, but one thing that I can say I was really impressed about was their actual detail guards, their detail guard at the bottom of the bucket.
Right, yeah.
They showed utilizing red dye or stuff, and they showed how when the water goes beneath the grate, how it actually holds in any of the contamination. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
It sold me on it. Just looking at it, I was really, really impressed. So as far as the sidewalls, I don't know, unless you're dealing with maybe vehicles that are excessively dirty, like you're pulling a lot of contamination off, which you shouldn't be with your wash medium on a contact wash.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't know if it's necessary per se.
Yeah.
Maybe more so for your wheel. I would probably say detail guards for your for the wall of your bucket for your wheel bucket, specifically for the brushes.
Right. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Or if you're doing an interior too. All right.
Opinions on the G9 with the 9mm.
I haven't tried it. Couldn't give you an opinion, to be honest. Sorry. I don't know.
I think he means G9 from G-Tech, right? Do they have a G9? Is that some type of... Is that like a...
It's a Griot's.
Oh.
Is
is
that
the G9 the polisher?
Is that the small one that's equivalent to the...
with the 9mm throw. So...
Which one is the G9?
The G9. If that's the 3-inch one, that's actually a really good machine.
Have it.
It's really good.
If it is the 3-inch one...
I think it is, because I think the G8's the big one.
I do have that one, and I also have the Flex.
Yeah.
What I like about it is the head does rotate, which is really cool for different angles. And then it gives you a calculation on hours and time you spent. So if you are a shop, or let's say you have personnel assisting, gives you an idea of how much time they're spending on a certain spot.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like about that small polisher is the screen kind of wakes me out.
It what?
Like you look at the screen and it shakes when the polisher's on, and all the LEDs move, and I don't like it.
Okay.
But I think the Griot's polishers are solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fresh. Beneath means underwear. Not sure if it's a Canadian thing, but you will thank me later.
Is that a brand? Beneath?
Beneath. I don't know.
I think it is.
Hans, I'm not joking though. I want sticker wall. Making magnets of them is a great idea. I'm willing to buy a sticker design though.
Okay, well, that'll cost you.
Well, he knows it'll cost him.
Now I see why he's buttering up Nate. Now it makes sense.
He's been doing this for years.
Anna, it eliminated my rinse bucket.
Okay.
All right. Sheepstar. I have it in a rinse bucket, but if it's not super dirty, I just use that as my one bucket.
Okay,
all right.
The detail guards thing.
M Fresh, 100%. All stickers are magnets and on the fridge. Fat Joe always getting people's attention.
Always. We had new Fat Joe stickers at MTE. And then did you see the little baby Fat Joes?
No.
We had baby Fat Joes everywhere, and they were so cute.
Every time we got the Fat Joes here, we had the display in here for a while.
Yeah. Well, now
and then it got raided.
There was babies, and they went so fast, I didn't even get one. Actually, you know who took mine? John Green. That was a whole other story.
Wouldn't
John
surprise
Green.
me.
Yeah. I said, who gave away my Fat Joe? And they were like, well, somebody wanted it. And I said, who was it? And they said, John Green. And I went, from the rag company? It was John Green.
That guy.
Yeah, no kidding. So I don't have a baby Fat Joe. I have a parent Fat Joe. But yeah, Fat Joe's everywhere. Love it.
Tony Boy.
I thought they were called Little Joes.
Well, these ones were baby Joes.
They're baby Joes.
Yeah.
Isn't Fat Joe the raccoon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tony Boy, tips for beginning detailers and wants to start his business.
Oh, man, that's a podcast
I
of
would
its
say
own, huh?
figure out your processes that work for you. Try to find an efficient process.
Actually, we have a video coming out on this.
We do, actually.
We do.
Yeah. Sydney actually talks about life. Is it the life of a detailer?
No, it was like It was exactly this. It was like beginning a detail business, like all the things to do. It was a great little sit down. It'll probably be out in a couple months, but it took us, here's the thing. And this is why I'm hesitant to answer this question right now, is because it took us 6 hours to film the video. I mean, it's a lot of information.
For starters, what I would say is just wash a few cars.
Yeah.
Find a good rhythm and find a good process. Figure out what products you really like. Kind of align those within your process, and then slowly build your arsenal. I would say that would be the starting point. Figure out processes.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to what the first point in the video was have a plan. Like, I see so many people go out there without a plan. So you got to have a plan. Have a plan for your processes. Who's your demographic of your customer? Make sure you have all the boxes checked, your insurance, all that kind of good stuff. Any registrations that you need, and then figure out what chemicals you need and
insurance
want.
Is key. Yeah.
And then really like check out YouTube videos.
Start
right?
on your cars. Start on your family's cars first too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's okay. And this was one of the things I shared too, was it's okay to be YouTube certified. You just want to make sure that you follow the right channels. So obviously here on the Rag Company, on PNS, there's lots of really good channels out there that will give you good tips and tricks, but be careful which ones you pay attention to. There's some that don't give great information, but it's okay to learn a lot, and that's why we do the videos, right? We want to help people. We want them to learn, and so it's okay to watch videos on YouTube to learn how to detail. That's okay. It
is.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay, Crystal Clear Mobile. What do you recommend? PNS Brake Buster or PNS Wheel Deal?
So I've never heard of Wheel Deal. I'm guessing that maybe it's a product that's old. It might have been in the car wash line or something like that. So there is one that's called PNS Knockoff, which is a wheel cleaner only. But here's my deal. I really am a big fan of Brake Buster because I don't do a lot of really, really dirty stuff. And so a lot of what I work on is everyday maintenance stuff. So PNS Brake Buster most of the time is pretty adequate. Occasionally I do spray Crystal Wash. If they're really dirty, I'll do Crystal Wash first and then Brake Buster. But I have not heard of Wheel Deal, and my guess is that it's going to be more geared towards the car wash, industry type, which is kind of where Knockoff came from too. I like the combo product because I'm all about efficiency. Right. Yeah.
And this is Tony Boy coming back. Brand, when you buy a chemical, do you have to buy it from the specific brand, or can you just use it for any brands? You can buy from any brands. Here at the Rag Company, we carry a bunch of brands that you can pick and choose. Again, figuring out that process and then determining what products you want to insert. You have your decon, your all-purpose cleaners, your interior cleaners, your glass cleaners. Just insert what you find is best, that works best for you.
Right. Yeah.
Todd Hill, what liquid chemical are you all putting in your wheel bucket? APC, car wash soap, just water, or rinse off brushes? Water.
So funny that this question should come up because I just talked about it. So I do not like PNS Knockoff as a wheel cleaner, but that is what goes in my wheel bucket. So
really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
So I have the chemtrail system. So I fill my bucket with Knockoff at a pretty high dilution. So I do my wheels, I spray them with Brake Buster, and then in my wheel bucket. So my brushes and everything is soaking in Knockoff. And that just, I don't know. It just gives you that extra little oomph when you're, cleaning the wheels. But then also I find that it cleans my brushes because I have a little bit of that degreaser in the bucket. And so just because I have it, I really like to use Knockoff in my bucket, but I don't like it as a wheel cleaner, but I do like it.
I just do a spritz of when I'm done, I just do a spritz and just do a quick spray with the pressure washer.
Yeah. Yeah, so
that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I use it in my bucket. So that's what I either have Absolute in my wheel bucket or Knockoff. Sometimes I run out of Knockoff.
JB, what's everyone's favorite nose hair trimmer? I'll leave it to JB with the questions.
I don't have that problem. Do you have one, Joey?
Yeah, let us know, Joey. Juice Free, are we going to see a carpet bomber in the IK Foamer with dry foam video?
I've never used Carpet Bomber in a foamer. I guess you could.
I've used Express. So I've used
Yeah.
Express, and I've done the, the pad trick on
Yeah.
cloth, and that works.
Yeah. I guess you totally could. Right.
Isaiah H from TikTok. What's the best product to strip contaminations from glass?
I know this answer.
She does. Go
Clarity
for it.
Cream. PNS
Yep.
Clarity Cream. Best one out there for sure. Not saying that because I work for PNS. It
It
really
is really good.
It's really good.
Keith coming in. G9 is the 9mm throw, 6-inch backer pad tool. Oh,
Wow.
thank you, Keith.
Okay. So it's not the little guy.
No, we messed
The
up.
big one.
We
Well,
messed up big time.
But the 9mm throw threw me off.
It threw me off a
Wow,
little bit too.
okay.
Even though Levi left, will there be more IDA training and testing? Might come over to Boise for that kind of stuff. Yes, there will be, Anna. We've got Tom Smith from Buff Bright out here.
Keith Duplessis
Keith
comes over
Duplessis
often.
comes
I
over
plan
here.
on getting my RIT. I just need to do it. I mean, I've been qualified for years. I just haven't done it, but I probably will. Yeah.
It'll happen, Anna.
Spare time situation.
One of these years I'll
yes,
do it.
but no, Anna, we can definitely take care of that.
And from the Rad Company, 4 Doors More Detailing. Yo, what up, 4 Doors?
4 Doors.
Right from
I know
TikTok.
I know it's probably too late to ask, but did you get your Rags to Riches sticker?
Yeah, did you?
I did have it sent.
And 4 Doors, since we were on the 4 Doors topic, can I have that Tundra?
I think Nate kind of likes it. Well, but could you sell it to him, or can he have
Would
it?
you just give it to him or sell it?
Sell it.
Okay.
Oh,
if,
for
he
a
had
real-
if he had a TRX, we could go straight
Could you
trade.
could you give him a good deal? Like maybe put it 40% off, like Diamond Pro Tech products right now on the Rad Company, because the Rad Company has a Valentine's Day sale.
No.
Can we say
You
that
can't
since
even,
we're live on TikTok?
You can't even use a
Probably can't
coupon
say that
code
now.
on it either, which is Love20.
Oh, Love 20. Yep.
But I say you can't.
Okay.
But you can on the products.
Fat
not
Joe
the
stickers. Yes, Hans, and we have Fat Joe stickers, and I have Miami Fat Joe stickers. I'll figure out how to get you some.
All right. Super rad.
PNS product recommended for Gabe to clean his Duluth boxers. You could probably do the hot water soak with Rags to Riches, which
I would do the hot
literally
water
they're
soak.
probably rags at this
Hey,
point.
my Duluth underwear is clean. It is very clean. I don't have any issues with my Duluth underwear.
Do
JB,
you use Tide?
I would like everyone to call me Baby Joe the week of TRCMA.
There we go. Love it. Shorty,
Shorty.
right?
Yeah. I had,
Have you met Joey in person?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you did it.
I hugged him and my
right.
my face
Yeah, he's very tall.
was at his belly
And
button.
yeah.
M Fresh. Yes, it's brand beneath. Check it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to check that out, M
Yeah.
Fresh. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Joey's really tall, Nate. That's what I was referencing.
No, you were right with
6
the 6 inch.
I
Yeah,
might
we
be
were
wrong.
wrong. Iced out. We were wrong. Thank goodness Keith is monitoring us.
Yep. And along, people that don't, Joey calling a giant a baby.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
He's a big guy.
Stephen Lennon, as per title, I do
TFR.
on panels, wheel cleaner for wheels, tires leave for
3-ish
three-ish minutes. Foam Foley leaves for 5 minutes. Full rinse, starting with wheels before panels. Contact wash, full rinse. Yep.
Sounds great.
Steven, that's about what I do as well. I always start with the wheels first. Sometimes if I'm working in the studio where Nate's doing, I'll pre-spray my cleaner.
Yeah.
Or my APC on the paint. Then I'll hit my wheels really fast.
Yeah.
Then I'll go back and rinse off the paint.
Yeah.
I won't do that in my driveway because obviously I don't want to do that in the sunlight unless it's later in the evening and not hot.
Right. Yeah.
And people calling Joey baby, Joey not knowing he's a giant. And then she asks, what's y'all go-to APC? I think Force is mine.
Yeah, I do
By
like
Starna
Forced. You know, I mean, it's going to sound terrible, but I like PNS.
Why is it terrible?
EnviroClean. Well, because everything's my answer is PNS, but I do like Forced. Here's my thing, though. I think APCs for me are something that are underwhelming to me. I don't get terribly excited over them.
I like the melting. I don't know. That's why I like forced a lot, but
Yeah.
forced to me is a really good one. I know that.
I think, like, truth be told, I just don't like dirty cars, so I'd rather not use an APC.
It's like a customer comes in and says, like, can you
Right.
please return that? I don't want a dirty car.
Right. Well, that's why I have them run it through the car wash, so they get that nice APC running through the hot water
I
system.
love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And along, favorite uses for rinseless that isn't washing.
Ooh, I have one.
Go for it.
I like it in my carpet cleaner. Because generally speaking, I will like pre-treat things with the carpet system.
I do that too.
And then I just go over. So like, cause my carpets in my house don't get particularly dirty.
No.
So I don't want all that surfactant on them. So usually I'll just spot clean and then I run over the whole carpet with Absolute, and it just makes it like so soft and nice, and it does such a great job. But I'm not really putting any soap on the carpet.
Right.
And so it's just nice. Like I have a home carpet cleaner, but I don't think it's good to do those. But I do them, and then I have like the professionals come out, you know,
Right.
once a year. But for in between, it's great, and it I feel like it doesn't
Does the
resoil the
trick.
carpet as fast. But I do also love Rinseless for cleaning stainless steel.
Yep, I use it on my countertops on
Yeah.
my all my work benches and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, guys, we have 2 minutes left, so
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
goodness.
I'm gonna kind of haul through these questions.
Okay.
We apologize if we don't hit
Speed
every
round.
question.
Yep.
And then we'll kind of just summarize, recap, and conclude today's podcast.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm fresh. 15 to 21 topic, base it off of if you have a 3-inch or not, how much would you use it? If you use your 3-inch often, I honestly would recommend the 21. Good?
Yeah. You'll use more of your 3-inch if you have a 21, I think. Yeah, for sure.
Wouldn't carpet bomber work better with dry foam?
Probably. I mean, if you're cleaning carpet, yeah. You know, and this would be very similar to, you know, I have a couple carpet cleaners that are a dry foam out of a can, and you're kind of, you know, using that thought process, which, yeah, totally. I think you can either use Express or Carpet Bomber, but if you're doing it on carpets, absolutely.
Right.
All right. Who has tried 3D Wheel Clean? I'm a long-time user of Breakbuster, and this has me switched over. Bold statement, I know. You know what, M Fresh? So funny because obviously 3D is part of the ATG family. I did see that product came out. I have not tried it yet, but I have heard similar responses that people really like it. I think it's a new product that came out. I have not tried it yet, so maybe I will.
Yeah. Tony Boy, when I earn money and I'm buying a little bit of tools and detailing and the rest of the money, should I go spend it or save the money? I would save it, slowly add. Save and slowly add. Unless, the caveat is, unless it's a tool that's going to help you be more efficient and more successful in your detailing process. All right, I'm going to jump up here and I'm going to give this one the last question of the day. This is Rick Freed. I'm getting ready for my first detail. How often should I clean my pad? Every 2 to 2 or every panel?
Every panel.
Every
I
panel.
think 2x2 would be a little bit crazy, but for sure every panel. I'm a big fan of having as many pads as I have panels, but I know that when you're first getting ready, you know, you have to be a little bit more diligent on not spending a ton of money. So if you only have, I would not try to do one whole car with one pad though. I will say
Right.
that. Like at least have 3 or 4 to get through the whole vehicle. But then you want to clean the pad every panel. So whether that means blowing it out or if it means using like a pad cleaner or something like that, definitely every panel. But if you're doing a detail, have at least 3 to 4 pads for
Right.
sure. If you try to do it with one pad, I'm afraid you'll get frustrated for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, guys, that's going to be the last question for the day. Wanted to remind you guys that...
I just finished.
Nice timing, Nate.
Good job.
Nice timing.
Good timing, Nate. It's like you plan it that way.
Yeah.
Just want to remind everybody that there's a Valentine's Day sale here at the Rad Company, and it's 50% off doorbusters and 20% off KCX products, 20% off Color Lock, as well as 40% off Diamond Protect products.
Yes.
Using code LOVE20 here at the Rad Company. So if you want to go check that out, check out that sale. I know that we were talking a lot about wash process and stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in there that can hopefully help and assist with those wash processes, along with a rad sticker designed by our very own Nate Schrum,
So
aka Next Day Nate. So pick that up today or whenever you get the chance. This is a limited time sale, so you'll want to tune in sooner rather than later to get it. So go check it out. We appreciate all of you for tuning in, and all of you TikTok watchers. Tune in tomorrow at 12:45 p.m. Mountain Standard Time as we go live doing a nice wash and talk with Carson Black and myself.
Nice.
And huge shout out to Sid,
Yeah.
newest team member of the Rad Company.
Yeah. Thanks for claiming me, Gabe.
I'm claiming you.
Thanks for that.
I know others haven't, but I'm claiming you. Next week, Anthony Fisher and Dane Hennon should be back on. So if you're tired of hearing us, you'll get to hear them again. They'll be back. And a big shout out to Nate for watching the Fundra right behind us and giving us that comedic value we really need.
Yep.
I really appreciate the time that you've allowed me.
Oh,
Thank
you're so
you.
welcome, Nate.
You did a great job. You did a great job. And I think I'll be back in 2 weeks from today.
Sid's going to be back
I'll be back
in 2
on
weeks.
the Q&A. I might have to drag Delaney down here to be the behind-the-scenes washer.
Yeah.
She has a black Jeep that she's going to need to wash, so we'll try to get her in here, and that'll be fun.
I think everyone... And
Yes,
we also have a
do.
live wash happening next Wednesday right here on the Rad Company YouTube channel.
Yes.
So you'll want to make sure that you tune in for that as well. It's going to be epic. It's going to be fun. But as always, guys, seriously, thank you so much for watching the podcast. If you like more of this content, make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and as always, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.